evening, viewers. Welcome to the session. To each one of you, welcome, Leena. And always nice to see you. And also lovely to see you, Sunita. So uh, wish you all the best as well in whatever you do. I mean, it's always nice to see familiar, voices on our channel. And thank you always for your support. So let me just start the session with a very interesting, tweet that came out, from Bittu Sharma. So let me just, let's just have a small laugh before we start. So Bittu Sharma has tweeted, Modi wished, birthday to Rishi Sunak, and he resigned. And then he wished, happy birthday to Britain PM, he resigned. Then he wished birthday to Bangladesh PM, she resigned. Then Modi wished birthday to Sri Lankan PM, he resigned. And then Modi wished birthday to Trump in 2020, he resigned. Modi wished birthday to MK Stalin, he resigned. Today he wished birthday to EM Dharmendra Pradhan. So can we expect that the next resignation will be his? So this is quite amusing because this person has actually collated all that, and our first piece of news is exactly on that, because there's a lot of political speculation on what's happening now in the center. So let's just go to the. So let me just take the pictures. Yeah. So. So now political speculation is growing that Prime Minister Modi may soon undertake a major reshuffle of the Union Council of Ministers. Although there has been no official, confirmation from the government, discussions have intensified after Modi's recent meeting with President Draupadi Murmu. Now, apparently, the ministers under scrutiny, according to the political speculation, is that Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan is among the ministers whose future is being closely watched following the controversy surrounding the alleged NEET examination paper leak. But this I'm really doubtful because of the good kind of work that Dharmendra Pradhan has done, during his tenure. And then Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri is also mentioned as a possible candidate for a portfolio change or replacement. There are also discussions that the portfolio is currently held by Nirmala Sitharaman and Nitin Gadkari and Manohar Lal Khattar could be reorganized, though no official decision has been announced. So the report says that BJP leadership could use the reshuffle to strengthen ties with NDA partners by inducting more alliance leaders into the cabinet. Now, names being discussed now include Nitish Kumar, JDU leader and former Bihar Chief Minister, Shrikant Shinde, Shiv Sena MP, and son of Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, leaders from Punjab to improve the NDA's political presence ahead of future assembly elections. Now, political circles are also discussing the possibility of bringing experienced administrators into the cabinet. Among the names being mentioned is former RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das, though there has been no official indication from the government that such an appointment is planned. The report says that MPs who recently aligned themselves with the NDA after breaking away from the Trinamool Congress may seek cabinet representation. However, it notes that the BJP may be cautious about accommodating them because of broader political considerations. So, according to the report, if a reshuffle takes place, it is expected to serve multiple purposes: improve governance by changing ministerial responsibilities, reward strong performers while replacing or shifting underperforming ministers, increase regional representation in the cabinet, strengthen ties with NDA allies, prepare the BJP for upcoming assembly elections in several key states. Now, these are all based on political speculation and media reports. As of now, the Prime Minister's office has not officially announced any cabinet reshuffle or confirmed any of these appointments or removals. So this is something that's happening, backstage. And welcome, Karma. So good to see you. And Sunita says that she's just landed after a vacation. Welcome, Sunita. We missed you. Now, moving on to something very, amusing is that you would have never expected Rahul Gandhi, the one who walks with a swagger and wears crumpled clothes and all, to ever apologize, isn't it, to anyone? So this has never happened in the past. I mean, wherever he has gone, his arrogant swagger and the way he, looks at even senior people is kind of, demeaning. So now something really, strange has happened. Now Rahul Gandhi expresses regret in defamation case involving Shivraj Singh Chauhan's son. Now, Congress leader and leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, has expressed regret before the Madhya Pradesh High Court over remarks that led to a defamation case filed by Kartikeya Singh, who is the son of Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan. The case stems from a statement he allegedly made during a 2018 election rally in Jhabua, where Kartikeya Singh claimed his name was wrongly associated with the Panama Papers controversy, harming his reputation. Gandhi, through his counsel, submitted that the remarks were not intended to refer to Kartikeya Singh and expressed regret over the misunderstanding. The defamation complaint was filed in Bhopal court, which later summoned Rahul Gandhi to appear, challenging both the summons and the criminal proceedings. Rahul Gandhi approached the High Court seeking relief. The court is hearing his petition after records from the lower court were produced as directed. The matter remains under consideration. So now this is something which we find rather amusing, because a man who walks around thinking he owns the whole world had to apologize for what he said. So this is something that I'm sure a lot of the people section of the public is going to enjoy. When it comes to court cases, this man will shamelessly apologize. He is a habitual liar, is what Lena says. Now, moving on to another piece of news. Now we're talking about Annamalai. So let's move on to Annamalai. Now, Annamalai has started his YouTube channel. So and he hopes to gather more followers through this process. And his handle is at Annamalai, and approximately now he has 419K followers. His channel is largely dedicated to documenting his new political journey, featuring live streams of his campaign events, podcasts, and direct addresses to the public. Now, We the Leaders, the channel serves as the digital home for his new political movement. He uses it to share his vision of a common man politics that is independent of traditional dynastic or cult-based structures. Now, you will find extensive footage from his recent travels and election campaigns across various constituencies in Tamil Nadu, which is Coimbatore, Mylapore, Tanjavur, and others during the 2026 Assembly election. And in the podcast and direct interaction, he'll be talking about, his political ideology, leadership vision, and long-term goals for the state. Now, the channel frequently uploads recordings of his press conferences and public speeches, providing his direct perspective on current political affairs in Tamil Nadu. Now, it started on July 1st. The movement will launch monthly focus initiatives to encourage civic action. Now, in July, a month-long initiative focused on anti-drug campaign, specifically aiming for demand reduction through political motivation, which I think is a very good thing. And in August, an initiative focused on environmental sustainability and increasing forest cover, encouraging citizens to take action rather than solely blaming the government. Now, the digital app, he mentioned that We the Leaders mobile app is set to launch in the first week of July, which will provide a space for community connections and engagement. Now, he has also encouraged volunteers, particularly those in UK, to stay engaged and help connect more people to these initiatives, noting their work will eventually benefit Tamil Nadu and broader Indian community. Now, let's move on to the the Ayodhya issue that's happening, temple issue that's happening. So, yes. So let's move on to this. 8 persons have been taken into custody and a police case lodged following allegations of theft of offerings at the Ayodhya Ram temple. The first information report mentions 8 accused, six of whom are temple employees responsible for counting cash. All eight were caught embezzling money on CCTV cameras, sources said. The list includes Anukalp Mishra, Lavkush Mishra, Avinash Shukla, Ram Shankar Mishra, Ramashankar Yadav, Manish Yadav, Subhash Chandra Srivastava, and Karnesh Pandey. Now, the first information report was lodged earlier this evening following a complaint filed by the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust. The report say nearly rupees 7 to 7.45 crores is missing. The issue of siphoning of donations was flagged first by the Samajwadi Party among allegations from other leaders. Now, Akhilesh Yadav had claimed that crores of rupees from donations are going missing and demanding judicial intervention, pointing to the silence of the trust and the government. Now, the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust had initially asked the government to order an investigation to establish the facts and dispel what he described as rumors on social media to tarnish the image of the Ram temple and hurt the faith of millions of devotees. The government subsequently ordered an inquiry by a SIT comprising Lucknow Divisional Commissioner Vijay Vishwas Pant, Inspector General of Police Kiran S, and Finance Department Special Secretary Neil Ratan. The team submitted a preliminary report to the government on Tuesday. Reports suggest that the document contains strong recommendations. Now, Nripendra Mishra, the retired IAS officer who heads the Temple Construction Committee, has said the allegations of theft of donation money had left Prime Minister Narendra Modi very worried. Leaders of the BJP had responded with concern and dismay. A prominent leader of Ram Janmabhoomi movement and former BJP MP Vinay Katiyar has said the allegations of irregularity in the temple fund was very serious. People have sacrificed their lives for the cause of this temple. Me Kalyan Singh, former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, and so many others went to jail. He said following today's arrest, Samajwadi Party spokesperson Mohammad Azam said today it has been acknowledged that the theft took place in the Ram temple. Now let's see what Yogi ji is saying is that Yogi is saying that on Friday he got very angry and he attacked the opposition over its criticism of the alleged embezzlement of donations meant for the Ram temple, saying action was initiated immediately after an SIT submitted its report. And addressing the controversies, Yogi ji said those responsible have been arrested and warned against using the issue to target Ayodhya or devotees of Lord Ram. So he specifically said, do not cast an evil eye on Ayodhya. Do not test Ram's devotees. If there is evidence present, it is before the SIT. He said, taking aim at opposition parties, questioning the handling of the case. And speaking at a public meeting in Ayodhya, Yogi Adityanath sought to reassure devotees that the government would not allow anyone to misuse public faith. He also took a swipe at the critics of the government's response to the controversy. The SIT report came and action started immediately. I assure you that, as I had said, we will separate truth from falsehood. So one thing is, friends, it's very clear is that as we know the kind of meticulous and clean sort of reputation that Yogi ji has had all through his tenure, we can understand what he's talking about. And if the opposition is making some allegations like this, and if it is only if it is proven, can we even suspect anything? Because as you know, Akhilesh Yadav is not the best person to trust, looking at his reputation and the kind of corruption that existed during his tenure. So we'll wait for what all the the investigation to come out, and then let's see what will happen. The theft or misusing people's donations that is occurring in other states could be seen, especially Tamil Nadu. And Karmatesh Sharma says, could it be a plan to bring down Modi and Yogi? Yes, this is what the first thing that came into my mind, that something like this is being manipulated and done by this Akhilesh Yadav, who cannot be trusted by even, I would say, even his wife. That's the kind of person Akhilesh Yadav is. So this is something that Yogi ji has very clearly said, that it is being investigated. Now we'll wait for the report to come, and the person who's accusing it also is is from a minority, minority section. So let's see what is the agenda there. Government should take control over church and masjid donations. This is something we've been fighting for, Leena. That the temple donations should not go to the government hands. So this is something that must be done, because if the church and the masjid are not, the money is not going to the government, why the hell is our temple money going to them at all? So this is something very well raised by you, Leena. So thank you for that. Now let's move on to the next piece of news. None other than the person who is now almost becoming fossilized. We had earlier reported about the makers of Salman Khan's Star, the Battle of Galwan, renaming their project to Matrabhumi. Now, after a directive from the defense ministry, the team was reportedly compelled to rework their storyline to minimize the portions around Indo-China conflict, and rather focus on a soldier's life and relationships, rebranding itself as a human drama. Now, reports are, according to a report from Midday, actor and filmmaker Himalay Dasani was planning to make a comeback after many years with a film starring his son Abhimanyu Dasani titled The Lion of Galwan. The film was based on the life of Sepoy Gurtej Singh, who was martyred during the 2020 Galwan Valley clash and was posthumously awarded the Veer Chakra. However, the film has now reportedly been indefinitely postponed. So this is not really a very good time for Salman Khan or the other Khans. So this is something we've noticed. And now moving on to the man who is, who everybody is speaking about, none other than the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Joseph Vijay, who flagged off the Start Run Stop Drugs Anti-Drug Awareness Marathon in Chennai on the International Day Against Drug Abuse. Instead of only inaugurating the event, he ran the entire 6 kilometers route alongside thousands of participants, mainly students and young people. According to officials, he became the first sitting Tamil Nadu Chief Minister to complete such a public run for social awareness campaign. Before the run, he administered an anti-drug pledge, urging participants to stay away from drugs, spread awareness among people and friends, help those battling addiction, and support the government's efforts to eliminate drug abuse. He also signed a commitment board with the slogan "Sports, Education, Drugs." It would be in Tamil: "Sports Edu, Drugs Vidu." Take up sports, give up drugs. Now, the marathon was organized by the Sports Development Authority of Tamil Nadu, and similar awareness runs were held across several districts of the state. Now, former governor and BJP leader Tamilisai Soundarajan praised Vijay's participation, saying that when the leaders run alongside the public, awareness reaches more people, and that the fight against drugs is beyond politics. Now, reports indicate that the Vijay-led Tamil Nadu government challenged certain orders of the Madras High Court, relating to the Tiruparan Kundram Karthikey Deepam dispute by approaching the Supreme Court. The move drew criticism from the BJP, which accused the government of taking an anti-Hindu position, while the government maintained it was addressing legal and administrative issues surrounding the dispute. Now, something I really don't understand about Vijay is that Vijay comes from the movie world. And if you look at the movie world, whether it's Bollywood or Mollywood or Tollywood or all the woods, they very clearly indulge in there are drug rackets happening, and that is a very important form of the monetary amount that they get. So this is something, if Vijay really wanted to seriously take on the drug mafia, then the first industry that he should cleanse would be the Tamil film industry, because we know that many people have died in this process, and it is very important that not only the Tamil film industry but every film industry in India has to be cleansed of drugs, because that's where every drugs are traded in these film, industries. And I'm sure, Vijay would also have realized that whatever money came in for his films, which funded his films in such a big way, were also money coming from these areas. So to say that he is innocently telling the people, please stay, especially students, stay away from drugs, is not the solution. The solution is to catch hold of the peddlers and the people who are controlling these peddlers who sell drugs right in front of schools and colleges wherever children are there. So that would be, removing the root is more important than just, speaking fluff in public and saying that, see, I'm going to run with you, or I'm going to dance with you, or I'm going to imitate, Stalin, at the in the assembly. So these are things Vijay is just trying to fool the people. If Vijay was really serious, the first thing he would do is root out the drug mafia in the film world, because he knows very well where the money is coming from. So if he's pretending that drugs do not exist anywhere and just it's coming from heaven, is something that he should be very, very careful about. And so when you have the PR boasting about what how far he ran, or how much he's caring about the students and the youngsters and this anti-drug awareness, you have to first analyze how serious he is. And is he just saying it to, fool the common public? Because many people from villages really think that this man is doing some serious stuff. Okay. So unless he does it, from the root, nothing is going to happen. So, yes, thank you. And Nina says, when I was in Dubai, that time church said all donations collected are going to Vatican. Yes, absolutely, Lena. So this is something that we have to be very careful about. And as I told you yesterday, now the NGOs are all coming under very, very minute scrutiny, which is very good, because a lot of these NGOs are fooling the country and its people, because this is a place where they are laundering money, money laundering, and doing other miscellaneous activities. So this is an area where government is taking a lot of care. So with this, we end the session. Thank you. We'll join you tomorrow with a lot more news. Good night. Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.